Good evening. It's Don Morton with my final project for week 5 of TCH 125. This video will showcase my portfolio and some of the specific websites I use to help me develop it, and also talk about some things I learned from an industry professional that I'm friends with who gave me some advice on what I should have in there for actual professional things. So yeah, we'll just start right away. So I'll start going over with some of the stuff that I use to guide myself on this. I use this website, springboard.com, had a good one I followed. CJ Howie, created this article about it, and he basically goes over some things and shows some web developer and other occupations and stuff, which I don't want to be a web developer, but maybe end up there, you'll never know. But it says 3 key components are like about me, how to contact me, and projects I've worked on, which I have all those. And then some other practices he does, which we've talked about in class before. We want to tailor our samples for the role we want. Include extracurricular work, so stuff I like to do in my free time, that kind of stuff. I didn't actually put a section in there about that yet, but it's because I'm still debating on what to actually put in there, and when I submit it for job interviews or whatever, it may change depending on what kind of job I'm going for at the time. And then you can see custom web URLs, that kind of stuff I talked about in one of my other videos, looking into costs of getting one. And as of right now, as a student and not pursuing an actual career in this field currently, it wouldn't be cost beneficial for me to do it. So this is one of the big websites that kind of like brought me through everything I needed to do and wanted to do. Another one was using this website, which talked really a lot about web developers and the same kind of stuff, which kind of annoying to me because I don't really want to do web development, but it seemed a lot of them were about web development things, which I can kind of guess because of the Internet of Things and that kind of stuff. And then this is when I kind of based a little bit of my stuff off of this guy here. He used, it's a pretty great portfolio, in my opinion. It's got some links up top, and then just kind of went through and some basic information about himself and stuff he's done. But anyway, let's get to the heart of this, which is my portfolio. So this is the top of the page. I made it all one straight page instead of different links at different pages, so it's easier to browse on mobile. When you bring it on the mobile, there's a menu on the side that will bring down each of my little subcategories here. We have the home, which is up at the top, my intro and stuff. I probably will rename that to intro. Programming languages, which brings me to the language section, things like languages I've worked with and know a little bit about. Projects, which is a placeholder right now, which talks about the projects I want to do. I put 4 in there now because I'll probably only keep 4 big ones at a time. Keep it nice, simple, and sweet. That's what I've learned about writing resumes in professional settings, so that's what I'll do here. CVs, my career, stuff I've done, education, media gallery, and contacts, or how to contact me. Those are the main menus here. And over here we have a LinkedIn portfolio section, which if we open that, it brings it to my LinkedIn page. If it loads, because it loads slow right now. And then the other link is to my GitHub account, which has a couple of the projects I did for a CS102 website or class in C++, which I'll probably be putting most of my actual projects in there, and easier to transfer the code over and figure it out and give access to people who want to see the code and that kind of stuff when I list projects out. But anyway, this is a basic portfolio intro that I put up. Wix actually did this one for me, and I didn't think I needed to change anything else. It sounded good and made me look open to collaborating with people and stuff like that. And then we go to the language known section. I'll track these ones. So programming languages brings me to the language known section, which talks a little about what I've worked with, what I know a little bit about. As I said, I've only had beginning courses and everything, so it's kind of up in the air as to whether or not I know them all or not. Projects, look at that. Goes down to the project section. There's a little scroll wheel that automatically scrolls, and it'll scroll through 4 major projects. Like I said, I'll probably keep it for the entire time to make it nice and easy, and nice and short, simple, and sweet. Go down, have a little bit of my career history. I'll probably add in a link to download an actual PDF resume, but I like to tailor my personal resumes to whatever company I'm applying to. So I don't know if I'll actually put that on there because there are skills I have from my previous careers and my current career that won't necessarily transfer well over into like a software development career. And I don't want to really brag about those or bring them up when I don't need to. And then education. So the checklist mentions having degree objectives in there. I don't want to put degree objectives in there because I don't think that's necessary information that an employer or a person to hire me will need to know. The big thing is I've gotten from talking to my friend is they want to see, depending on what side you want to develop on, front end or back end, you want to see different kind of things like multiple languages, showing that you're versatile and learn things, that kind of stuff. So if I show up in education section saying I do have a bachelor's in computer science from UAT, might go a little bit longer than saying, hey, this is the bachelor's of computer science and this is the degree objectives I went through in doing it. So that's why I left it as just education. I also plan to put certifications in this also if I pursue those and get some certifications. I've heard they work and they're good and show that I'm more dedicated to software development than other people. Anything give me a leg up, right? This is the me section. It doesn't have an actual title, but it'll just be kind of pictures of projects we're working on, working with people on projects, the kind of stuff, like show a little bit of my personal side in here. Maybe some hobby, pictures of me doing some hobbies, outdoor activities, all that kind of stuff, and to make me look more human. And then last thing is a contact section. So Wix has a nice little thing where you can throw in all your subject here, all your information here, send me a message, and I'll get it in my email and on their website. And they also have a chat thing. We'll just send the same kind of thing, and they both work. But yeah, you can see down here, the same kind of links for my LinkedIn profile and my GitHub account. And that's really about it for the website. See, it's really organized, nice and neat, which is good. I try to keep it that way to minimize the amount of time people have to spend on it and want to get to the information as quickly as possible that they want. As a hiring manager myself, when I worked in with my current company, it's what I want to find the information I want to find quickly about people, so I know if I want to hire them or not. I don't want to go through a bunch of malarkey, I guess the word I can use, about like what they've done, what they can do, and like personal stuff and kind of stuff like that. I really want to know their skills and if they'll fit well on a team that I'm working with or whatever. Excuse me. Everything's been grammar checked, spelling checked, and all that kind of stuff. I had some help with a friend because I wrote in a sentence in one of these sections. I think I actually have deleted it since that kind of sounded weird, and yeah, I think it was in the education section, but he helped me. I rewrote it after he pointed it out, and it sounded weird, so I didn't read it out loud like I normally do, which is a problem. But yeah, that's it for the checklists. I think that's it for this video. I did have a Facebook link on here, but I didn't want to keep Facebook because it's super personal, and I don't have a professional Facebook set up. There's some things I don't want a hiring manager to look at and see exactly on there. If they can obviously find me on Facebook, and that's not a big issue, but I don't want to put that information out there if I don't have to. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this course or this project here, and it was fun going through and making my own website on this for the first time and seeing what kind of things I need to look at for making a portfolio. I learned a bit, and it's kind of like a resume from what I can tell, with a section for projects. You actually see what they've done instead of them talking about it. But I think it will be useful, and I'll definitely be updating this for the rest of my career here at UAT, and if I do decide to pursue a career specifically in software development, this is what I'll use it for. So yeah, thank you very much, and you have a good night.